Well, that was a lackluster intro. There was supposed to be a video there that was our standard opening video. Apparently, it's not there. Of course. Anyways, welcome to Hidden Worlds Discoveries with my awesome dev team. Am I on? Are you guys getting weird looks?
Delay in the page loading. I was on the load screen for half of that intro.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I do see us.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, it's coming through. It's coming through. It started with you.
Okay, that's good. Hey, Smoketail. Good to see you in the chat today. So today's going to be I don't have a clue.
We'll give our options that we come up with and see what people want to talk about. We
kind of finished up in a tangential way last week on the SSA / stunt person team. So with me today, I have the amazing Danielle and the amazing Jesse, both part of the dev team, and also part of the OG Restore Core. But yeah, so we've been talking, we're trying to figure out what we're going to do today. And I basically brain dead at this point. So we had a couple options to talk about. We can talk about, I think we talked about potentially talking about, can I say talk about more times yet? Pre-Dragonfire, what was it like trying to hide? Or
I thought we were going to talk about post-Dragonfire, trying to figure out what
that was the next one.
Okay, that
was the other one, was post-Dragonfire, right post-Dragonfire. So when all of that, when the information started to leak out after, well, it almost went seriously public, or it all did go seriously public.
When humans found out they weren't alone.
When a lot of humans found out they weren't alone.
Exactly.
And it also confirmed a whole lot of conspiracy theories at the time.
Can you imagine some of the friends of like people in Section 28 and on teams and stuff like, you told me there was nothing. I cannot believe it.
I mean,
you weren't cleared for that.
Still not cleared for that. I'm not telling you anything.
I mean,
WD-42 only made up some of it.
That's a question. Does WD like reveal themselves on like the radio show that they are actually a Sasquatch?
No, we've never.
It's kind of hard to reveal yourself on a radio show.
I was going to say they
visually, but
they really. I think the
Dragonfire, to be fair.
The running gag was that WD-42 was just an expert on Bigfoot and Sasquatch, not anything more.
Right. No commentary on where the expertise came from.
Exactly.
I mean, you can't prove I'm wrong.
It's true.
So,
all right. So, how would those? I guess apparently I have to start a new document now because that's the leftovers.
We picked our topic.
Apparently, we have.
The last document can be flipped.
Post Dragonfire. Even if of course, that I don't know that I'll end up writing anything today, but we'll talk about it. So, how would a show like what was it, Bob's Overnight Weird World, or
Bob Norton, right?
Yeah. How would that actually last?
All you would need to do is focus on the fact that you can have guest stars now.
Exactly.
That's true.
And you're going to have humans pretending to be others because...
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm half. My mom won't confirm it, but
literally, the reveal of others, all it's going to do is make more conspiracies.
absolutely.
Because nobody wants an answer who's a conspiracy theorist. They don't want to be proven right or wrong. They enjoy the what if?
I don't need sleep. I need answers. Anyway.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean, all it becomes is basically a true crime show. It's essentially.
What about? I mean, we've joked about it in a couple different ways. What about like Comic-Cons? Are you kidding me? I mean, you look at somebody dressed as a Sasquatch and go, "Are ya or are ya?" You know.
And there's some who are just like, there's definitely some that would be, finally, I don't have to hide anymore. And now, now they're on panels at these cons.
Oh, God. Sorry, we're creatures at furry conventions. I'm just saying.
And the best part is, most of them would be in costumes of a different other species.
Well, and social media influencers that are others, can you imagine? Just because of like the novelty of like something different. 5 signs you might be half fae. Take this quiz.
Oh my
gosh.
Oh my God. Ancestry.com would have its own sub
That's now a whole nother column.
It's a spin-off company. This is your ancestry.
Mm-hmm.
It's otherancestry.com.
Yeah.
Gosh, what's a good though? It's not the farmer's one. Think of like we need a jingle for a dating site.
I was just about to say dating sites.
Yep.
It's Fade. Instead of fate, it's Fade.
Yep. Oh, but then we're gonna have a bunch of like Faye Daddy, like all sorts. Yep.
Okay, so a combination of words I never wanted to hear.
All right, I gotta write down some of these.
To work because I haven't been able to get it to work.
So, how many of these sites would Zeus join?
Well,
there's
an entire column of "Are you related to Zeus?" in otherancestry.com.
Okay.
I mean, it's like that's test number 1 that they do.
The half-blood camp would just be a thing,
That's just an option.
Would be reunion.
Ancestry.com is the Camp Half-Blood,
There would literally be family reunions for half-bloods of Zeus, that literally take up entire whole convention centers.
It's a public meetup if you think you're related to Zeus. Know each other. Mom always said I was special.
That's at every Comic-Con, there is a meetup room with Zeus children.
Yep.
Have you seen the meme about
other DNA? Yes.
Have you seen the meme about the ones who are hunting down the women who hunting down, and one of them's probably Hera, who's encouraging it.
Thank you, Smoketail, for that.
A Zeus, Child of Zeus meetup, because that's just like hunting ground for Hera right there.
Yeah.
They're all going to leave with bad luck.
I mean, that's if she is going to punish you for being his kid. If she can rally enough of them to hate him, that's the
tactic she should take. She should bring cookies, and she should win them all over, and then they can all help make Zeus miserable. That's the tactic she should use, but I don't know.
We need imp.
We do need imp.
I mean, we do have established that Hera's cookies are to die for.
Ambrosia,
So,
literally.
yes. Thank you, Smoketail, for that line. That is amazing.
Yeah, but if this was to happen and and others became known, all geek conventions would be their refuge.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because who else is going to accept them in? No problem.
No, and it's not even just accept them; it's welcome them with open arms.
Yes,
and other appendages.
Oh, there's going to be a vampire that puts on the body glitter just cause.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well. Yeah, there would definitely be others who are playing into the stereotypes.
Yep.
And at the same time, there would be others, protesting you've got it wrong.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, that just is that means that there's going to be others out there that are literally the actually guys about
Actually, the oldest vampire is only 70 years old. That's it. That's a misconception that they go back to the dawn of time.
I'm trying to think of some.
Actually, you can only be like 1/10/24th god. You cannot be any more than that, or else. Oh my gosh. Factually.
That's
fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that'd be a bunch of the Fae, though, too.
Okay. Can you imagine how many people who find out that their lawyer was a Fae?
Oh yeah.
And find out
what is the reaction to finding out you actually signed a Fae contract?
Yeah.
How many politicians are owned by Fae?
The answer is yes.
Well,
the answer is yes.
There's just like panic across the world as
all these like secret clauses and stuff they didn't notice in the Fae contracts. And I was like, I know I didn't misplace my favorite mug. You took it. You took it. Why would you take my favorite mug? Because you like it. Because it's your favorite.
I mean, it's definitely like the Santa Claus with it around the outside as the decorative tag.
Smoketail, yes. The newer vamps would either embrace Twilight Glitter or rail against it.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Dampiers, however.
The Dampiers, yes.
The Vampiers and the Vampiers would be, ooh, I get swarmed in this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't really know the difference. It's fine. Just
I mean, some of them probably have already embraced it at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
We're so wrong.
I can't imagine how fast this would roll out once. Because, that first would be from all the governmental stuff is deny, deny, deny.
Oh, yeah.
But then, like, as soon as it really started to catch on, first of all, it would absolutely drive conspiracy theories even more.
Yeah. What else have they lied about?
Oh, it would spawn, and I use that term deliberately, it would spawn a brand new class of witch hunts. Just a whole, well, you're just one of those Fae. You're just one of those ugly. Nasty. I mean, of course, the funny stuff is still there, but Yeah, there would absolutely be. I mean, it's human nature at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It would be. I didn't mean to actually use it that way, but yes, it would be actual witch hunts too. Um,
Oh yeah, there's always going to be somebody. Not everybody would be very accepting, except
no.
they because either you're too powerful or we don't understand you.
Yep. There would be a vast swath of the general citizenry that would absolutely go after others.
Mm-hmm.
And probably even those who think that they are far more broad-minded than they actually are. Because they would threaten the power. And that's what happens is when you threaten power, those in power or those that are in the lead.
As I said, there's going to be some who probably find out that they actually are under some more control than they thought they were.
Yeah.
That their actions have been manipulated.
Yeah.
Because not every other is being all nice and innocent in the background right now.
Right.
I mean,
a lot of them aren't. Let's be honest. We got our day-to-day people, but
think about. I mean, you have the entire Unseelie court. Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go, Brian. You can write a murder mystery where they're trying to solve the mystery of somebody who's like going after just the benign, like half fae, like all the well, they're dangerous. Well, Jimmy could just like grow plants well. Why do you think he's dangerous? Like he grew weed in his basement. Like I don't know what your issue is. Like,
well, now we got a one shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh crap! Actually, that would not be a bad one shot.
Yeah, literally solving a mystery of a that's it.
Hang on, let me write that. You know,
down. Sometimes he would mistakenly kill somebody who's they fought because they have some skills that don't look normal.
They zapped me once with electricity. That's called static electricity. They walked across the carpet. Like they don't have powers.
I mean, look at these like contortionists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like if you think everyone thinks they look once you know that there others exist, people aren't going to think they're human.
Especially early, yeah. Before there's any real information out there.
Mm-hmm.
Knowledge base, yeah.
There would have to be.
Humans are panicky creatures.
Yeah.
What was the line in Men in Black?
Yeah.
A person is smart. People are dumb.
Yeah.
Yep. Dumb, panicky, whatever that line was.
Yeah. A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. That's the quote.
That's absolutely spot on. Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it's at the end of the day just a adaptation of Benjamin Franklin's "A mob's a monster, all heads, no brains."
Mm-hmm.
That's an oldie.
And still true.
Mm-hmm.
Still very true. Yes. So you would so the government would have bring your gremlin to work day. Oh. Oh. That hurts to think about. We already did a one shot about that. That was not fun for you guys.
The cookies.
Seriously, think about
kids. Where are all these gremlins? I thought you meant kids.
I'm sorry, I just had going back to Zeus. Can you imagine Zeus's bring your kid to work day? It's like half the population goes.
So
the chaos you just walked in on is the chaos that is always here.
It's a company of demigods. They're all descendants of Zeus. He's like, I want you to go into the family business. That every Friday is bring your kid to work day because he thinks it's funny.
Okay.
Taking too many notes.
No such thing.
That's true.
Yeah, I can absolutely see the governments and other authorities starting up, getting information out there to try and quell conspiracy and jump ahead of conspiracy theories. Mm-hmm. And so there would be that time when it's like, no, that's misinformation, but that's correct. But that's, yeah. Wow.
Public service announcement.
Yep.
I'm probably saying that wrong. You walked into too much chaos. We're talking about transitioning into a post-Dragonfire world where humanity learns about the others and how they would react.
Yes.
Not well.
Very much not well. No.
Some a little too well, and then a lot of people not well.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine all of a sudden university courses would go from Mythology 101 to Real Facts 101?
These professors, I've spent my whole life work studying this and it's all wrong.
Wait, this guy is an actual fae. This is all disinformation.
Oh, darn it. Oh, but then that's the new Netflix special, is like unraveling the mystery mythology.
Oh, are you kidding me? The History Channel would be literally all aliens.
It isn't already?
I mean, yes, kind of. Yeah.
There was a
show. It hasn't been the History Channel in a long, long time.
There was a show where a guy was like literally trying to hunt down cryptids and stuff. He would get called on again. He'd have a new show.
That's it's part of the Discovery Network. So I don't know if that was travel or destinations or whatever. Yep. Yeah, he would absolutely have a new show. Or it would turn out that he is at least part something and was pulling a 42 and deliberately misleading.
Yeah.
I admit nothing.
That is true, Amor 13. You can never stop the paranoia of the true Tin Hat Brigade.
We already discussed that. It was like, would this end the conspiracy theories? It's like, no.
No, it just ramps up at that point.
Yep, absolutely not. No.
I think that's too practical for Zeus, but I still love it. Zeus would make Olympic power energy, and they could be like consumers' energy or an energy infrastructure.
I mean,
I don't think it's not practical.
It's too.
Change the whole. Could you just see it changing the whole Olympics if the Greek gods reappear?
One of them carries the torch to start the opening,
Oh, Zeus just has to send a lightning bolt.
Yep. Yeah, instead of shooting a flaming arrow, it's Zeus just goes beep. Oh. Yeah, I can see a couple of the Olympic god or the gods of Olympus coming down on the Olympic Committee going, all right, knock this crap off. Mm-hmm. This should be true spirit and sport, not all the crap you're doing.
When we ran that marathon, you were barefoot and naked.
Yeah. I want to see him swim those 20 miles or whatever. No breaks.
To be fair, barefoot and naked, the viewership would go way up.
Mm-hmm. Although the poor censor guy. So many censor bars.
All the live events. Woof.
Yep.
It's all just blurred. You don't get to see it not blurred. The whole screen is.
It's blurred from for about 2/3 of the screen, and they just keep it head level.
Well, that's where AI technology would come in, right? Like you'd only see faces, everything else is weird.
Yeah. Too funny.
Yeah, if Zeus was in charge of of powering things, he would definitely throw his tantrum and no power for you.
Yep.
Yep.
Or use it to manipulate people.
That would be, yes. That would be another thing.
Oh my gosh. 20 signs that Zeus is a narcissist. That would be another article.
Oh.
Oh no, 20 signs that Zeus is a narcissist and your dad.
By Hera.
Yes, by Hera.
With the byline from Hera. Yeah.
That would absolutely be in one of those teen magazines.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Do you know how much harder it would be? Because like all, like you go through that teenage stage or like preteen stage, especially if you read a lot of fantasy where it's like, maybe I'm special. It's not too late. Maybe, to be like, maybe I am a demigod. Maybe I am half fae. I've always felt different. And then be like,
Maybe
Mom, you have to tell me. It doesn't need to be a secret anymore. Mom's like, as far as I know, like, you're just a human.
Are you sure great grandma did it?
It was just to protect me, right? You don't have to keep it a secret anymore. It's out now. Where are my two boys so I can have my love triangle?
Okay, you just went on a tangent there.
That's, a lot of YA fantasy for a while was that. And
for a while, it's still there.
So many love triangles.
Well, but like right when I got a Kindle, it's like, this story sounds interesting, cool. And then it'd be like, oh geez, both boys are in love with her and there's no reason and blah.
All right, I hate to do this, but on that note, we actually do have to take a commercial break.
All right. That's gonna be our one shot, though. Can we have our young teen heroine who?
By the way,
between the boys.
I sure hope somebody actually clipped that because that's too funny. Anyways,
so stick with us. We'll be right back.
Yeah, we're gonna be back. We're gonna take
away, consider subscribing. We're in September.
That is true. Discounted subs, all that fun stuff. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. So, see ya.
Yeah.
Maybe. There we go.
Nude Olympics with higher viewership, yeah.
Just like, did it go to ads? Yes, it went to ads.
We do have a stat for that. I did flip to the we'll be right back for the
Are we?
All right.
Yeah.
According to the Twitch, we're back. So we're back. All right. Wow.
We lost topic.
That's okay. Whatever.
Hey, we're talking post Dragonfire. We're still on topic.
We are. Yes. So I think near to a lot of this would probably last 4 or 5 years, I would think.
Yeah.
Before, because there would be that probably 6-month period of disbelief, general disbelief. Obviously, conspiracy theorists and geeks would embrace it.
It's going to be at least 6 months for them to even start getting into talks.
Yeah,
because there's going to be people wanting to change laws and.
Yep.
And a lot of like making sure it's not a deep fake too, a lot of verification in video and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people would definitely not believe it right away, especially people who live more. I would say people live more rural because it's like that's the thing. Some cryptids would still stay hidden.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it's going to be do I want the fame of? Mm-hmm. There's no good way to put this other than coming out. Just public. Yeah, coming public. There we go.
Just because,
going public.
Just because, there are Sasquatch in those woods doesn't mean you're going to actually get a picture of them now that you know that picture actually exists.
Right.
Can you imagine the Sasquatch community being like, seriously? We used to have a couple of yahoos in the woods. Now it's like 50 yahoos in the woods all at once. They're doing guided tours. Like.
I mean, my Sasquatch group already had the yahoos, so.
Yeah.
That's true.
The draft dodging.
To be fair, 42 providing some of those pictures was one of those yahoos, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, our yahoos joined the tribe, and was one of the main reasons I left the tribe.
Yep, I get it. Yeah, so it's got to be like that 6 months of pure chaos and confusion and denial.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be it's going to be a tipping point at some point where pop culture catches up to them. Mm-hmm. Where pop culture catches up, which then will bring in the legislative stuff.
Oh, good. All this. I mean, we've already established that there are quite a few celebrity.
Yep.
Others. So, will they reveal themselves or will they not?
Some of them will. Some of them won't. Some of them will inadvertently do that.
At least one's probably going to end up like the face of the others.
Oh yeah, probably.
Absolutely, or a couple of them, yeah.
There's going to be those questions. Oh, it's going to be those gotcha questions on the talk shows. It's the, so rumor has it you're a fae, are you? Type thing.
I could tell you, but I'd have to have you sign something.
Yeah.
Yes, number 13. Elvis isn't dead. He just went home. Absolutely.
He jumped back into the ocean.
Under your seats, you'll all find a contract.
It's that standard. It's a standard non-disclosure waiver that they that you sign so they can use they can use you in the television audience or whatever. But it's a fake contract. It's like, yeah, you can't tell anything about this one.
And literally, if you try to, you can't.
Yeah. So how was the talk show?
It was a talk show.
Yes. Too much fun.
You basically end up with the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's a magical place.
Yep.
Somebody says the keyword.
Yeah, you've got that starts to come out. The legislative crap starts rolling. And it's going to happen faster or slower depending on the country, the area of the country, and the country you're in, honestly.
I see some actual sanctuaries popping up for others who did get outed and didn't want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on.
Did you just crash things?
No, I just opened the chat and apparently, as before,
it's not allowed.
Interfered.
Oh.
Anyways.
Denied.
All right. So then some acceptance starts.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to have pushback from a lot of groups that would normally be against each other, frankly, will band together, surprisingly, because again, when you threaten power, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, you know, at least until we can beat on each other. I think that's how the rest of that phrase goes. There will be some countries that absolutely start to accept it faster. I think the U.S. is probably one where pop culture would accept it faster. And then you get into some of the Eastern European states, or some of the heavily controlled Asian states where, yeah, they're not going to accept it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Be interesting.
I mean,
no, we're not going to talk about actual real world politics any more than that, because no.
Nope.
The thing is, something is going to happen after this revealed that leads to humans not being human anymore.
Well,
as time passes.
As time passes.
As hint to the new book.
Yeah.
This does lead to things I won't reveal on screen, but
yeah, this actually does. This is kind of the setup for what is currently planned for Hidden Worlds. Yeah, we have a couple things coming. So it's projects that we have in the works. We have a post-apocalyptic, which will be the next. Well, it won't be the next one, but it will be next in the timeline.
Yeah.
And then there will be the sci-fi, which is what we're currently working on, called Fringe, which I think we actually just broke through on our design stuff so that we can actually finish writing that book that has taken far longer than we thought. I had hoped to have it out this November. It's not going to be because I did not know how to do space travel well. And then we ran into some other problems with character creation that our current Hidden World system is broken when it came to that specific areas for Fringe. And I think we just broke through that as well. So I'm excited to get back to writing that now that I actually have an idea of what that world will be, because I haven't made it up yet.
It keeps changing.
if you've been around me at all during development times, that is a stock answer is, hey, how do you do this? I don't know. I haven't made that up yet. But yes, we do have planned in the timeline. We have an actual post Dragonfire period that starts to get more tumultuous, and then we have an apocalypse that is not brought on by humans. Mostly.
They have their part.
They do have their part. However,
have a part.
It is... you know what? I'm just going to come out and say it. It's the upcoming apocalypse. We're calling it the Fae-apocalypse. And you can just ask yourself, what happens when the Seelie court and the Unseelie court go to war with each other using Earth as the battleground? Big answer is nothing good happens.
Nope.
So yeah, stuff will happen, and then after that, the solution is somewhat more dangerous than the cure. To certain species, anyways. But that's where we're at in the timeline. So we are planning a post-apocalyptic that nobody's done that I know of.
It's at least not exactly.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I'm looking forward to that. But Fringe will hopefully come out next year. Not going to have it in time for November, so hopefully by July of next year. Which we try to do a release in July and a release in November. That are two big cons.
We're trying.
We try.
Yeah.
Writing's hard.
One shot's written up or something.
Yeah, we are going to be producing. So the one shots that we've been doing for Discoveries, since we've got, I mean, we might as well take this time to talk about it. The one shots that we have been doing for Discoveries, we're going to be writing those and publishing those. So I know that we've developed some of the stats, but we've not developed thrown numbers at anything. But we're actually going to have one shots available as PDFs, and then eventually potentially in printed form as well, as collections. My goal would be to actually do a collection a year. So if we do a one shot every month, once we get kind of up to that point, then we bundle those 12 together into a yearly volume of the one shots. So that will be fun. And I've started writing again, which is good because I've been wanting to go back to writing a long time. Fiction, that is. Yeah, I've started a sci-fi book. I know, big shock because it's, we're working on Fringe. Started a sci-fi book, and I've been really looking at how I'm going to write the rest of the Incursion Legends novellas, because I've got 7 more to write. Okay, 6 of them will be novellas, and then one probably will end up being a novel in and of itself. I don't know that I can get through a potential battle between an actual fate and an actual goddess. I don't know that I can get through that in a novella. That could be a little rough. Anyways, all kinds of fun stuff coming. What else do we have? Oh, Danielle and Michael are actually working on Victorian London, I think is what we're terming it right now.
It was going to just be Victorian UK or Victorian, but everything seems to be falling right into London for now.
Now, the nice thing is a lot of that will still apply. A lot of the thoughts will still apply to Victorian wherever.
And I'll be doing some on-site research because I'll be in London in
yes.
2 days. Well, 3 days.
Nice.
Where's it 4? What is it? 4 days.
However that international line goes, right? Yeah, so that's coming. And I have really toyed with an idea of writing some stories or potentially a supplement. There won't be any there's no real mechanics in it, so it might just be a collection of stories based around Hollywood, modern day Hollywood, because of our discussions for the last couple of weeks, last month or so.
It's world building.
We have been having fun with those.
Exactly. I think that would be fun.
We opened quite the Pandora's box on that.
Yes, we did.
You're
and
welcome.
it got my creative juices flowing in certain patterns, which I think we're going to have fun with. That is going to be a subject that we visit back to a lot, actually. So what do we have coming up?
Into the games.
Absolutely.
Speaking of, there's a card game to buy.
Speaking of, there is a card game to buy. It's right there on my shelf. Stealing Scenes Action, and I really should throw the.
I'll go find it.
There we go. So on my website, there you go.
Ooh.
Still wrapped and everything.
I gotta grab my copy at some point.
Yeah, I need to get you a copy.
This fast-paced card game is a 1 to 8 player game that plays in 30 minutes or less. Steal your scene.
There you go. So that's what actually sparked our discussion about the stunt folks, because, well, I wanted to do a product tie-in. Because I'm a sales guy. What can I say? But it is fun. It's a fun card game to play. Amazing artwork by Rob O'Neill. Thank you for dropping that in there. That's a direct link to Stealing Scenes Action. Actually, we've been doing some fine tuning on the price, and actually the price just dropped a little bit. So, yeah, all kinds of fun stuff.
No better time to get it unless you're going to come see us at Grand Rapids Comic Con.
Thank you for saying that.
We need to record you.
We really do, yes. Record you for a commercial as the voiceover. So, speaking of Grand Rapids Comic Con, we will be there in about a month and a half, I think. Yeah,
Friday,
about a month and a half.
Anyway, I'm done.
I'm a guest this year. I'll be back in guest row, signing books and chatting with folks and taking pictures with a 6-foot-tall gerbil throat. Yes, he is that.
Hi.
Come say hi. But we'll also have the game at. We'll have a merch booth as well. I have 5 events. We have 5 events going on during the show. We're kind of crazy for doing. I'm really crazy for doing this, but
I'm going to miss all the fun.
I know you are. You not only are you going to miss the live show, but also the live Discoveries panel that we're going to stream. Hopefully, we're going to stream both the live show and the Discoveries panel.
Not my fault you guys decided to do all this after I'd bought tickets.
Yeah, well.
So
next year. I've got 2 literary panels. One is creating characters who people love or loathe, with the amazing Gene Davis as an author. We're both guests this year. So she and I will be talking about that and telling character stories and stories of writing and talking about that. We'll also be we're participating on a panel about fantasy literature, and why you should read it, and why some of the old stuff is, even if the old stuff is problematic, you should still read it, that sort of thing. And we'll be touching off of everything from high fantasy to what is it? YA fantasy. As one of the other panelists called it, romantasy.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, that won't be my gig. But we'll also be talking about lit RPG stuff as well, because a lot of that is on the fantasy side. And then we will be doing a live world building Hidden Worlds Discoveries panel with at least me, hopefully Jesse as well, hopefully Michael as well. Hopefully I can pull him away for that. I think he was planning on that. And potentially one or two other folks from the crew, to do pretty much what we're doing here live. So just even more chaos, which I kind of like.
More crowd participation.
More crowd
They're
participation.
stuck with us. They have
Yep.
to participate.
Yep. But we've been drawing, for world building stuff, I've been drawing anywhere from 40 to 60 people in a panel. So we actually could have a really fun panel on this one. And then on Saturday night, we are doing our Hidden Worlds Live improv RPG show, where the audience gets to help create and harass the characters and the GM, because that sometimes happens as well, but mostly the characters. And we're going to do something new this year. We're going to have what we call plot points, which those are going to be serious bonuses or negatives to dice rolls. We're thinking about doing something else, but we're going to do major modifiers to dice rolls when they're used. But we're also doing that for a good cause. We are selling those for $10 each. But all of the money, and I mean all of it, I'm not even taking out the credit card processing fees or any of that. All of the money for that is going to go to a charity. It's going to go to Great Lakes Amputee Support Network, of which I'm a big fan and member of. And, it's an organization run by Mary Freebed that really works with amputees to help them, to give them support and do activities. We do all kinds of things like we have a lot of group meetings where we talk about practical stuff. We also do other activities together. One of my favorites is in the winter, we always go bowling for one night, which is great because we take up basically half the lanes and there's no rushing. We're allowed to do what we want, to do what we can. So it's a fantastic outfit. It's one of the reasons that I was able to maintain my attitude through what I went through. So that's who we'll be supporting this year. Hope to raise some good money for them. And let's face it, every plot point allows you to pick on the players or the GM. And the plot points will also be RWAs if they're at your game. They'll be real world artifacts. So during your game time, you can use them for special effects. So we've got a lot of things going on at Grand Rapids Comic Con. Got another one a week after that in Port Huron. But yeah, a lot of fun stuff going on. I know we spent about 45 minutes talking about all the fun stuff in the world building today. Appreciate it. Yes, live show shenanigans. That is exactly what it is. And this year it's going to be very different because we're creating all of the player characters improv style. So that
worked so well.
It did. It really did. So there won't be any Restore Core characters there. There'll be, Jesse and Michael will be there as players.
Restore Core can't make it anyway, so.
That's true. We may have a special guest show up for that, who we haven't seen in a while. There is rumor that Simon may actually join us for the show, which would be really, really fun because he brings a whole nother level of chaos to the show.
It's
You got to do the gasp. He does exist.
He does exist. Yes.
He isn't just a ghost. I'll see myself out.
That was terrible. Even
It
for
was.
you, that was terrible.
It was bad.
I'm proud of you. That was good.
I don't think there's any real regrets.
No, there shouldn't be any regrets on that. So yeah, that's what's going on. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Smoketail and more, thank you very much. Have fun. Actually, I think both of you are going to be at GR. I know. I think you're both helping with the demos, if I remember right. I think that's what Smoketail was talking about with the world building they were doing while listening. And I've heard rumors about that game, and you guys really ought to participate because it's going to be a riot, frankly. So, yeah, all fun stuff. Thank you so much. Danielle, you got anything else that you want to add?
Not this week. I'm going to be on Rook and Raspin over a month, but
okay.
I'll talk about that later.
I was going to say, remind us about that later. Absolutely. Yeah, you can't hint at that very much more without actually giving away the spoilers. Do you want me to give away the spoilers? Seriously?
Might be worth it. People will show up.
That's true. Jesse, you got anything going on that you want to... Are you on any other shows or...
Just keeping my head above water.
That's sometimes all we can do. I'm waiting for the delay to catch up to see if they want to give... If they want me to spoil the show.
All right. Want.
I've got permission then. See, don't give me permission. So apparently, yeah, I could say the name, yes. So apparently the PCs in this special one shot are going to be Disney princesses. So, and I hear rumors of something about a werefrog. So I'm just saying, you want to have a lot of fun, come to the show, play in their demo.
Oh
no, too bad. That's okay. You guys come up with something even better. I know that. But anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight, or later on if you watch this. We really appreciate it. Some of these ideas that I wrote down, we will be coming up with other fun stuff. The wheels are already turning. The hamster's pounding away at his little wheel. I think this could be very, very fun. I kind of dig the murder mystery one shot. We may have to develop that one during a discovery.
Maybe, or we'll see whether we do that or might want to hold off because I've kind of got a bunch of murder mysteries set up for when we run the New Orleans thing. So
okay, all right,
That's fair.
All right.
We can always adapt one of those into it.
It's fair. That's fair. So, okay, good. So the werefrog may show up as an NPC. I dig that. And with that thought, with the werefrog as an NPC, werefrog princess as an NPC,
Ribbit.
never really thought I'd say those words together. We shall call it a night on this beautiful Wednesday night. So thank you so much for joining me. Danielle, Jesse, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. This has been fun. As usual, chaotic. Smoketail, Amur, thank you so much for joining us tonight, for popping in. Really appreciate it. And with that, we're going to call it a night. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Assuming I can find there's mine. Couldn't find the mouse.